Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through weighting rule or weighted rule for union. So previously we discussed simple union in which we have just focused on a small problem in the last lecture. So now let us go through weighting rule for union or weighted rule for union. Okay. So here it says that whenever you are trying to connect two graphs, okay, don't follow the method which you used previously, like union of I comma j. Don't assume that I is the parent and connect j to I in that way. Please assume that whoever is having the more number of elements in the disjoint set, make that as parent and the rest element add it to that. So I hope everyone got a clear or a small idea on this. Okay. So this is really easy and simple, guys. So just to concentrate for 2 minutes, it will be clear. Then we'll be discussing an algorithm and a problem and it will be done. Okay. So if the number of nodes in the tree I is less than the number of elements in a tree j, then make j as the parent of I. Okay. So whoever is having more elements, that will be the parent. Simple. Otherwise make I as the parent of j. And there is one more twist. Yeah, I forgot about this. So previously whoever is the parent, I used to write -1 for them, right? So here you will be writing minus n. N is the number of elements that it is having. The number of total elements in the disjoint set. Okay. So let us take a small example. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here 2, 3, 4 are the children of 1. So they will be having normally 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Whereas the parent previously he used to have -1, but now he will be having -4. That is nothing but the number of elements. Okay, so I hope it is clear for you now. Okay. So here is the algorithm for it. Okay. So algorithm for weighted union of I comma j. Okay. So union set root I and j. I is not equal to j. So that is the base condition, guys. You should always make sure that it is not equal. Okay, weight of a pi is equals to minus count of I. Weight of a pj is equals to minus count of j. So basically we are indicating with them with the minus, right? So I am doing minus into minus. So those both will become positive numbers. So now these are nothing but the count of those elements. Okay, p of I and p of j. Okay. So now temp is equals to parent of I plus parent of j. So temp is going to have -4 or -8 in that way, like the negative value. Okay. So if a parent of I is greater than parent of j, so if parent of I is greater than parent of j, then parent of I is equals to j. I hope it is clear now. So basically if parent of I is having greater elements than j, okay, then you will be making parent of I equal to j and parent of j is equals to temp. So temp is nothing but the total number of elements. I think this should not be parent, it should be p, like the above p. Okay. Okay. Even these two should also be the normal p's only. There is no need for parent here. Okay. Or this should be parent. I think so. This should be parent. That will be better because this p of I we are using from previous, right? So p of I. So better the right here parent and right here parent. And these four also parents. So p of I is equals to j. So here p of I is greater than p of j. Here we are having I. In I we are having more elements. So we are making that as the parent. Okay. So p of j equal to temp. Okay. Okay. So if that is not true, then we are making parent of j is equals to I, and in I we are storing temp. Okay. Okay. So let us take a small example. Here we are trying to do union of 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 is quite simple, 1 2. Similarly union of 2 comma 3. So 1 2 3. So here 1 and 2. So who is having more elements? This. So we will be making this as a child of this. Okay. So similarly here also. Okay. So now it is done. So now after inserting the next element, it will be coming beside it. So this is having more. So this will be here. So it will be connected like this. Okay. So similarly, so I have just noticed this down right now. So it should be less than, guys. So that is the reason why I was confused a bit. So parent of I, if it is having less number of elements and parent of j is having more, then parent of j will be the j. Parent of I will be the j, right? Okay, let me revise it once again. Sorry for the previous explanation. I was a bit confused there. So here these are parent of I is equals to count of I. So assume that, okay, let us take a small example, okay. So 1, 2, these are connected and 3 is here. Okay, so for this we are having -2 and for this we are having -1 and for this we are having 1. Okay, so parent of I. So the given question is union of 1, 3. Okay, so parent of, I'll be writing PA, parent of I will be this one, right? So it will be 2, parent of J will be 1, okay, and temp is equals to sum of these two. So temp will be the final parent. Final parent's value will be 3. Okay, so if parent of I is less than parent of J, okay, so parent of I is not less than, so we will be going to the next condition. So in that condition it is given that parent of J is equals to I. So in parent of J, I'll be substituting I. So I is nothing but 1. Okay, so it is indirectly here we have established this. So in the next step we will be doing parent of I is equals to temp. So what is the parent of I? So it should be -3. Okay, I think I should keep minus also here. Okay. So minus temp. Or you can take directly here negative, instead of negative you make it positive. Okay. Okay. So in that way you will be finding and you can solve it. So basically previously when you did these kind of problems, you got in a long chain, right? But now you are getting directly beside them. So this is an advantage, right? When we compared with the previous one. Okay. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. Sorry for the confusion here. I also faced and I also made you also confused. Okay. So just remember that who is having more elements will be the parent and who is having the less element will be the child. That's it. Simple logic. Okay. So I hope everyone got some clear idea on this. So in the next lecture we'll be going through collapse rule for find. Thank you. Thanks for watching.